Some characters don't need to step into the light to take over a story. Instead, they lurk in locked rooms, in unfinished letters, in the fear that coils around the protagonist's every thought. They're the unburied past, the ghosts that no one dares name, the presence felt in the pit of your stomach long before the plot even understands why. Writing a character who haunts the narrative means building someone whose absence is louder than any scream, someone who bends the world around them, twisting relationships, choices, and sanity without ever even having to appear. These are the phantoms who infect the atmosphere, the ones whose shadow stretches across every scene, whether the character realizes it or not. To do this, you want to start with how others speak of them or how they refuse to speak of them. If the character is dead, disappeared, exiled, or withdrawn from the world, then people who remain become your mouthpieces. Their silence, fear, and contradiction shape the legend. One person remembers their kindness while the other recalls only cruelty. A third can't even say their name without shaking. Use these perspectives to tangle the truth. The reader should feel like they're chasing a ghost made of conflicting stories. Next, you want to let that ghost or presence move the story forward without ever touching it. Maybe the haunting character left behind rules that are still obeyed by everyone in the house. Maybe the protagonist can't stop trying to live up to or escape their legacy. What you're essentially doing is writing influence as infection, so every decision made in this character's name should carry weight. When someone tries to defy them, let that defiance feel like a curse being tested. And now you want to create a sense of physical and emotional space that still belongs to them. The room remains untouched, a book still sits open where they left it, the scent of their perfume lingers in the hall, the air shifts when they're mentioned, and the characters feel it even if they don't admit it. Use small reoccurring motifs like sounds, smells, and phrases to make the reader feel like this character is still watching, still waiting, and still there. And lastly, don't let the narrative move on. Even when the plot progresses, the haunting character should twist under the surface. Secrets should bleed out slowly. Maybe everything people believed about them is wrong. Or worse, maybe it's true and not even the grave could hold them. Let the protagonist start to mirror their habits, hear their voice in quiet moments, feel their grip tightening in inherited trauma. They don't have to be a ghost to haunt someone. They just have to leave a wound that's deep enough. By the end, the haunting character should feel like a riddle that's never fully solved. The reader doesn't need to meet them because they already have them, through obsession, through fear, and through the ruin they leave behind. They're the pulse beneath the floorboards, the story's buried heartbeat, and the louder you try to forget them, the harder they press against the page.